Board games is what we're going to play. Board games to enjoy our day. Board games, we are going to play some board games to enjoy our day. Hey! And
Hey.
yeah, it's lovely to have you, Tom. And today,
Lovely to be here.
Yeah. And it's been a wee bit of time, of course. We've done this for a while now. I mean, since, whatever the Tuesday after Aircon was, like back in March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October,
20 years ago.
Wow, has it been like 9 months? I think it has been 9 months.
It seems like less and more somehow.
Wow,
at the
this
same
is
time.
ridiculous. It is Tip-Top Tabletop Tuesdays, as I've started calling it now. And today we're playing a version of Say What by Mike Petty from Draw Lab Entertainment. And yeah, there's a bunch. I've tweaked the rules a wee bit for the stream, but the spirit of the game is alive. And hello, Prey. It is lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Today we're playing a simple kind of party game. Basically, one of us is going to put 3 things into order, and then everyone else is going to think, okay, what order does that person think that these 3 things should be in? For example, Tom, tell me if you think that I should use my overhead camera and sort that out, but we might be talking about social media, theatre, and space exploration. And you would have to say, okay, I think that this one's the best, this one's the second best, this one's the third best. For each one that the guesser gets correct, you get 1 point. For each perfect 3 guesses that someone got, the organizer, I don't know what to call them, like the ranker. You've got a ranker and you've got some guessers, and the ranker is trying to be obvious enough that the guessers will be able to guess, and the guessers are trying to guess what the rank would have done. Does that make sense?
I think we'll need a practice round to explain things.
I'm
yes,
hearing that
sure
there's still a bit of confusion, but hey, we'll understand it by the end of the first round, hopefully. Oh, hello, Bram. It's lovely to see you. So, yeah, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. UK time, because Bram's based in the USA. And so, yes, it's technically daytime for you. And, yep, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. UK time, and there's going to be something happening. So, today, Say What? Let's start off with some introductions, and let's say something about ourselves. Let's say something that we're recently proud of, even if it's very small. I would have liked to say that I got my bank stuff sorted, but I went to Nationwide, and then it was closed like for several months. I didn't know it's closed for renovation. And then I looked on Google to try and find the closest one. I went to another one, and I cycled half an hour, and then that was closed because apparently they close at 2 o'clock every day now, which to me is a bit, really? Closing at 2 p.m.? I understand there's a pandemic, but still.
It's a new normal.
Hello, it's lovely to see you, Polly people. Lovely to see you. Thank you very much. And we're just sharing something that we're proud of. Feel free to share whatever you are proud of today. What I am proud of is I made actually, I'm going to share my Instagram very quickly. I made stir fry with a bit of pak choy, a bit of fresh noodles, a bit of beans. I was very proud. Are you feeling jealous at all?
That sounds good. I put a pie in an oven and turned it on.
So, yeah, if you are feeling jealous, then I Thank you very much. I felt, and there was a good bit of seaweed in there. I put some yeast extracts because I'd talked about Marmite before. This is actually generic yeast extract from Tesco, I think. But yeah, it's an avant-garde stir fry. There we go. So, what are you proud of, Tom? And in the chat, what are you excited to have done? Prey has gotten some bills paid and ordered Sprawlopolis. I've heard great things about that game.
I'm proud of yesterday, day before yesterday, I did my second ever lino cut print, and it worked out. So yeah,
nice
lino cutting, great creativity. Also, possibly late Christmas present.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Prey. I'm feeling good about this. And so yeah, Polly, Bram, feel free to share what you are proud of. But in the meantime, and Zanzibar. Oh my gosh, it's Ian Zhang. This is such an honor. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much. So, Zhang, we are about to play a heavily modified version of Say What? And in Say What, we are going to be ranking a bunch of things. So everyone else guesses how those things are ranked. And you get a point for every correct rank. You also get a point if anyone else ranked your entire list correctly. So shall we get started, Tom? And do you think that I should...
Let's.
So I will be the first ranker. Everyone has to...
I think we should probably come up with another name. But anyway, let's go with that for a moment.
Sorry, say that again?
I think we should come up with another name. Something a bit more important, maybe. Ringmaster. Rankmaster.
I'm actually going to check these instructions to see if there's any decent name already in there. Because, I mean, ranker kind of tells you what you've got to do. The judge. The judge is such a boring term, isn't it?
Could be taken wrong.
I'm going to continue calling it the ranker.
The judge. Should get a Robbie. Fair enough. We'll be
Yes,
rankers.
we are the rankers. I get to rank these things. I get to choose which order these things should happen in. Fashion, air conditioning, and dishwashers. So dishwashers, air conditioning, and fashion. How do you think I am going to rank them? I am going to write down my secret rank for dishwashers, air conditioning, and fashion, and everyone else decide how these things should be done. So
you're not going to tell us what criteria you're using for this?
We are learning how disorganized Bez is, and I am going to, you know what, Tom, I am going to plug in this phone and try and get it so that for the next round, once someone else is doing it, I will be putting it up on the big screen. But so dishwasher, air conditioning, and fashion. I have to decide which one is best. In my opinion, which one of these things is best? Which one of these things is the least amazing? And so you have to look into my mind. How am I going to rank them? What do you think? So write down these 3 words, air conditioning, dishwasher, fashion, in what you think would be my personal opinion.
I'm pretty confident.
Are you ready, Tom?
I'm ready.
And if anyone in the chat is ready, I will say 3, 2, 1, and everyone in the chat, just type in those 3 things. Again, in alphabetical order, they are air conditioning, dishwasher, and fashion. What Okay. What's the average temperature where I live?
Shall I share mine?
Right now it's pretty cold, but I'm mindful of, the rest of the world.
It gets a bit humid in the summer sometimes.
Hello, Runa. Thank you for joining. And my stream element spots now tells me what's going on. It's lovely to see you, and I hope you've had a great stream. And we're just ranking things. So, I'll wait for Prey to come up with their order, and then I will write down the points. What is your order, Tom?
I've got fashion at the top, and then dishwasher, and then aircon.
You think fashion is first?
Yeah.
Brings
joy and creativity.
Yeah, it was a really hard one. I kind of felt like, the dishwasher, at least in this house, it's got it solves so many household problems. Do you know what I mean? The dishwasher, because people are arguing about doing the dishes, but if I just need to kind of clear up other people's dishes and put them in the dishwasher, it's not too bad. I don't get too annoyed. But if it was just piling up, then
you can also
dishwasher.
You can also cook fish in it. I tried that. We can cook fish in a dishwasher, apparently.
I'm not going to recommend that. Second, I believe, is the fashion.
No, don't put the detergent in there.
And I believe that, fashion's pretty good. Air conditioning, I think it's really important, especially in a hot country, like, for example, Thailand. But, like, fashion, you don't have to keep buying clothes to be fashionable. You can have your own sense of fashion and, still wear old or even second-hand clothes, whereas air conditioning, it feels like it's bad for the environment. Do you know what I mean? So let's see.
Take off more clothes.
Ian got one of them right, and I'm just going to write down Zhang got 1 point. Polly got 1 point because you got fashion in the correct place.
I think I got aircon in the right place, but the other swapped around.
So you got 1 point, Tom. Well done.
Yay.
And see you, Ian. So, Tom, are you ready for your free things? And then while you're writing them down, I will set up the second camera and try and sort that out. So your free words, oh my gosh, this is kind of crazy, are science, soap, and banks. Science, soap, and banks.
Are we talking banks where money can go or banks that hold a river in?
What do you think? I think you should be the person to decide. I was just assuming banks in which you have money.
E&M Banks Award, the all.
I really don't think that's what they meant.
Banks, the financial institution. Probably not, though.
But that would be brilliant if they did.
I mean, what would we do without banks? The rivers would just go everywhere. Okay, I'm doing financial institution.
So, yeah, you can. So during this point, the idea is that you get to, let's say everyone gets to ask at least one question. So Tom, you have to answer a question from everybody. And Runa's having some problems. You can. Oh, Twitch is being extra twitchy, people say. So these are the options: science, soap, or banks. Yeah, hold up with your answers. Wait until I say 3, 2, 1, and then type it. But if anyone has any, when was the last time you were in a bank, Tom?
I was depositing a check.
Okay. I know. I've got my order. Let me write it on
Would you rather be
a
clean or
random
smart?
bit of paper.
Ooh.
Would you rather be clean
They're
or
both
smart?
important.
That's a good question.
Ooh. Well, clean is nice. I mean, me personally, I'd rather be clean.
Tom seems to be very politically in the middle, and sounds like it's quick. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Eleanor. Runa, sorry. Eleanor is Runa's surname. But yeah, that sounds really rubbish. Let me do. Any more questions? If we don't have more questions, then I'm going to reveal. So everyone else, what are your answers? My answer was science, soap, banks. That's what I think Tom's going to do. What does everyone else think? Press enter on your answers now, if you've got them all lined up. If I say Eleanor, I prefer Her Majesty the Royal Eleanor. Ooh. Okay, Her Majesty the Royal Eleanor. Fair enough. Tom, is anyone correct? Whose hearts are you breaking?
Yes, somebody is correct.
Oof. Praise the same as me.
Right. Shall I reveal?
Yep, reveal.
You and Prey are 100% correct.
Science, soap, and banks. Oh, excellent.
Yeah. I know I said I'd rather be clean and stupid, but as long as somebody else is doing the smart science thing, that's fine. I don't want science to disappear.
Soap, science, banks. Polly gets just 1 point for having one thing in the correct place. I get 3 points, and Tom gets 2 points. And that means that 3 of us are tied on 3 points.
I noticed everybody put banks at the bottom.
Whilst in theory someone from chat could play, I think it makes more sense for it to go back and forth between us two. Okay, so this time we've got colour spelt the American way. I'm not going to let that affect my judgment, don't worry. I'm going to assume that this is actually colour with a U. Next, we've got technology. Just all sorts of technology. Ooh. And finally, horoscopes. What do you think is my opinion on horoscopes? So anyone can ask a question, and I'll put myself into the hot seat. So Tom, any questions?
What's your sign? What's your star sign, Bez?
My star sign is Leo.
Ah.
And I will admit that I don't color looks weird. That's your opinion, Prey.
No, that's how it should
I agree,
be.
Tom.
Needs a
yeah, U. The Brits and the Canadians are against you, Prey. Wait a minute, Polly. And I thought I liked you. Color. No, I thought we were friends. What's this all about? Do I read the horoscopes? I have read the horoscopes in the past. I will say that. So did Tom and Bez color coordinate today? Well, I always wear red. Tom, did you wear red especially for me?
Well, I don't always wear red.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay. So I think I have. Oof. This is not the easiest one.
Spelling it wrong.
Sorry, the categories are technology, color, and horoscopes.
I have an order.
Can you see them? Okay. Technology, color, and horoscope. Okay. If you have any questions to ask about me, you've got about 30 seconds. Otherwise, oh, Runa has a question. Okay. What question will Runa ask? What question will Runa ask? Will Runa's question take me to task? What would you be doing now if there was no internet? That is a very good question. I would probably be feeling. Okay, I'm going to be a wee bit cagey with this answer, but I would be reading more. I am ready to admit that I would be a little bit more disconnected and a bit more sad as a result. That's all I'm going to say. And so, yeah. What would I be doing now if there was no color? Oh, that's a good question. Well, I would be struggling with a bunch of games. I would be even more annoyed than I currently am.
That's tricky.
Yeah, I would be sad that I couldn't. I mean, to be fair, it's the sadness of might be different if I'd never experienced color. Like if I had only ever experienced the world as a grayscale, but I think it would definitely be lacking without me. And I would be painting and drawing, but I would not be using any color. That's it. And I think that my preferred tone to wear, because it would not be about colors in that case, it would just be about brightness value. I think that I would go for a white. Because like if the choice is like mid-gray, black or white, you know, I think I'm going to go white. I know it's a bit harder to clean, but you know, it's reflective. It'll get noticed at a convention. So that is all of my answers. I hope everyone is ready to talk about what things I prefer between technology, color, and horoscopes. So, is everyone ready?
I've got some answers.
Okay. So please enter your answers as soon as you can. We are waiting for a moment as we get the answers coming in. Color technology horoscopes. Color technology horoscopes. Ooh, interesting. What did you say?
Color technology horoscopes.
Oh my gosh. Wow, I went for technology and then color and then horoscope. Oh.
I wasn't sure about those two, yeah.
Yeah, Prey was right. So basically,
well done, Prey.
Tom gets a point, Prey gets a Prey gets 3 points. Polly gets a point. And Runa gets a point. And I get 1 point because someone was the same as me. So well done, Prey. That is totally fair enough. Because, yeah, I think genuinely with technology, it would just make me so sad without it. And I think I would be a bit more depressed. I understand that I was trying to be a wee bit cagey, so it wasn't just giving away the entire answer. But yeah, I think that lack of tech and lack of internet and lack of mobile phones would sadden me and leave me feeling more isolated than the sadness of not being able to express myself with colour.
There's a lot of exciting things you can do with patterns.
Yeah,
anyway.
you still have patterns. You still have brightness. You know, like the entire Inner Binds deck was black and white, so I can't hate it that much.
Yeah, that was fun.
Original L deck with Bull Plus Plus was also black and white, now I think about it. I mean,
yeah.
Not so
basically you hate colour. You just want everything to black and white.
And I am going to try and get a little camera after this. So Tom, water, libraries, mathematics.
Good grief.
Mathematics, libraries, and water. Okay, my question to you, Tom, is what is your drink of choice? What?
Maybe.
Did you say tea?
Or tea.
Yeah,
Tea's good.
Pree says it was my discussion of the grayscale that changed Pree's mind. Polly drinks maths.
I'm falling out every once in a while.
Weird.
Not sure what I can do about it.
Something weird with your connection, maybe.
Yeah. This is tough.
So the options were water, maths, and libraries. Does anyone have a question? You're allowed to. Tom is only obliged to answer one question from each person. So, and we've got Stream Elements popping in with some poetry. We may be dust, but the dust we touch is kind of what makes life worth living. Do you agree with this, Tom? Do you think that it is that human connection that makes life worth living?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Prey asks, how often do you use libraries? And are we talking only brick and mortar or digital libraries also?
I think libraries, in their fullest sense of whatever their activity they're doing at the moment, spaces for people to get online and all their digital side. You use libraries not very much at the moment because they're all closed. I'm not quite closed. But yeah, not a lot anyway, actually, because I have a lot of books in the house. And if I need to read a book, I feel I ought to read one of the ones I haven't read at the library. But I like the idea of libraries. I think they're an important resource for society. I do like reading books.
Okay. Runa asks if you like reading books.
I do.
It's a good shout.
It made me what I am.
I'm just going to... Whoa! I'm just trying to get all these wires to sit in a good position. I do, again, apologize for this. Okay.
Do I like math books?
And I will allow one more question from this side, which is, do you like math books?
I do. I will recommend The Story, which was a novel, and The Man Who Loved Only Numbers, which is a non-fiction book on the Ladish Hungarian mathematician. Both very good.
There we go. Seems like a good.
Or are you
place
meaning
to
like
put that.
textbooks?
And now I can.
I've got a few of those since
show,
my degree within maths.
Registry. There we go. Water. Libraries.
Hands.
I need to raise this up a wee bit.
But
now. Sorry about that, peeps.
Nearly.
So libraries, water, and maths are the things that we are discussing. Okay, so we have. Is everyone ready for their answers?
These are all good things I am very much in favour of. But which am I most in favour of?
I have written down my personal guesses. It's here in my bits of paper. Is everyone else ready with their personal guesses? Okay, everyone type in your things, 3, 2, 1, go, and just press enter and write them down. And what I've got is water, maths, and libraries. That's my order. I don't know if it's the correct order, but I've got some other people. Oh, everyone's just going with the same. Water, maths, libraries. Water, math, libraries. Water, libraries, and math. So who is correct, Tom? Whose hearts are you breaking?
Well, this was a tough one, but I did put water, libraries, maths.
Ooh, nice. So Polly gets 3 points, shooting ahead to 6 points.
Because I think libraries are more about the health of our society, and maths is great and fantastic and interesting and creative, but I think a lot of society could carry on without it.
That is. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so...
Well done, Polly.
So currently Prey is still in the lead, and now that I've got these new points from the bots, I'm just going to arbitrarily give some number of points. I don't know how many is appropriate. I was thinking like 1,000 arbitrary Bezzy bonuses to the winner, which at some points in the future I'll turn these like channel points that you get to do stuff. I don't know how it will work, but no, Prey's still in the lead. But yeah, you won that round. Congratulations, Polly. Prey was thinking of putting libraries first because people could develop math from information in the library. What was your thinking, Tom? Why did you have libraries before maths?
Well, I got a little bit sick of maths when I was doing a degree, and my thinking is libraries are more about people living well together and rounded society, and maths is more focused on one element of our life as humans, I think.
Now you can see that the next ones are sight, parties, and trees. I mean, I'm going to say these are all pretty good things. I am an extrovert.
Yeah.
If you don't know me at all, I like being with people. I like trees. I like hugging trees. I like sight. Are we humans or are we mathematicians? Asked Kruna. When I read that at first, I was thinking it was a reference to that song. Are we humans or are we, I can't remember how it goes, the one about being dancers. So, any questions, Tom?
Oh, this is you, isn't it? Um, how much would you like trees if you couldn't see them?
I'm sorry, Tom, you're going to have to repeat that.
If the only experience you had of trees was touching them and hearing the rustle of their leaves, would that diminish the experience of trees for you? Or do you need to see them? It's a slightly meta question here.
I would still enjoy life, and yeah, so you're asking if the only way to experience the world is by hearing and touching, how would I enjoy life? I mean,
yeah,
I would enjoy it by touching things more, I guess. I think I would be sure to touch more to make more use of the touch, because there's no way I'd be able to hear this. How often did I go to parties? Asks Prey. I mean, I like the fact that you don't want to ask how often do I go to parties. Given,
everything's in the past tense at the moment.
COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, this is another question. Like, what is a party? And I kind of feel like I could say, okay, a party is any gathering of more than 5 people. But then that suggests that, like, 5 people, like, you could have 6 people over to play games. Is that a party? I don't know. Is a convention a party? I would say no. I mean, I would say for it to be a party, there's got to be like a certain amount of music, maybe some dancing, maybe the opportunity for some kind of, I don't know, a bit wild behavior.
But on the other hand, Codenames is defined as a party game, but that could be at the board in silence. Which is a very different definition
Runa's
of party.
got a big comment which says there is a program called Ancient Aliens. It is hilarious. At one point, they decide to note that one day we might send robots to other planets to terraform them, and the robots had to be able to reproduce themselves with whatever they can find, because that way you can send 2 of them and they will multiply. And what if we are those robots? So what if we are just robots designed to increase the temperature of the Earth for someone else? Wow.
Deep.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm struggling to work. Okay, I'm going to assume that a party needs a certain amount of wildness. So I'm going to say that having, yeah, do we count dinner parties? What would you say, Tom? Dinner parties. Yeah, okay. If we count dinner parties, then I would say I went to a party about 3 times a week. I had people over on every Thursday. I made a meal, and it was like open invite. Anyone could come. I might have gone out on like normally a Saturday night. I'd go out and I'd go partying, and yeah, maybe there'd be one other night a week, because I kind of start working whenever I want, which is a nice thing about being sort of freelance. But yeah, I agree. These are deep thoughts. It does give a whole new meaning to Adam and Eve. So, does anyone have any more questions, or do we have any more questions, or is everyone ready to decide what order I think these things should appear in? Site, parties, and trees. No one's asked me anything about trees. I mean, since you're on stream with me, I think that people on video should be allowed 2 questions, Tom. What do you think?
Yeah. Have you? Do you have many trees in your life at the moment?
And Runa asked one at the same time.
Do you like breathing?
I was actually thinking about that. I don't enjoy it, but you know, it's not something that I would say, oh, I enjoy breathing. But it definitely adds to my life. Let's put it that way. Because without breathing, as I understand it, you know, my life
Yeah.
would be a lot more brief. Yeah. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Tom, what was your question?
What's your favorite tree? Do you have a favorite tree?
Sorry, you're asking if I have a tree.
Do you have a
Ooh, a
favorite?
favorite type of tree. Oh, I
Mm.
like the banyan tree. Do you know that one? It goes down
Oh
into
yes.
the
Is that the one that puts
and
out
then it
down?
comes back
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Thank you. So, I know my things. Yeah. Is everyone else ready? Are you ready, Tom? 3, 2, 1. Everyone else reveal.
I'll wait for a few people to answer.
Parties, trees, site. Oof. Parties, sites, trees. Oh man. Sites, trees, parties. Oh wow. Oh man. And I'll see if Prey is still in the chat. And because basically that is what I was thinking.
I was thinking of doing that. I wasn't. I was wavering between those two.
Prey said, trees party site. Okay, so let me explain my thinking. Because trees, without trees, like, I don't think humans would be around, basically. And so, yeah, I was basically thinking about the breathing. And sight, without sight, I feel like, you know, yeah, maybe I did too much kind of cagey answers. But I just feel like without sight, oh my gosh, I would lose so much. I would not be able to stream. I would not feel connected to people. I would struggle to play board games. I would, yeah, not be able to read rule sheets. I would not be able to read books. So much I could, to be fair, like play. But yeah, and in parties, I mean, all of these are some of the most amazing things in my opinion. Like parties are one of my favorite things, but even so, I think that this year has shown that I can just about survive without parties. But if I had to take out trees anytime, you know, we'd all die. And if I had to take out sites versus parties, yep, for me it would be that. So let's see.
Fair
Parties,
enough.
tree site, parties, site tree. Okay, so Polly gets 1 for putting 1 in the correct place. Trees, party sites. Prey gets 1. And what was yours, Tom, again?
I got parties right, and again I got the first two the wrong way around.
Sorry. And so Prey is still in the lead with 8 points. Second is Polly with 7. And then it's Tom and me with 5. And I'm sorry, Runa, you're coming up in the rear with 2 points. So let's have a... Let's see, this is the final round before we... And this one, because this is the final round, let's call this one for double points.
Down a bit. There we go.
So we've got roads, phone chargers, and athletes.
Is this for me to order?
Do you watch any competitive sports, or?
I often follow the tennis quite closely when there is tennis. I very much appreciate the narratives they generate.
Okay. And we said that. Okay, do you like your athletes female or male? Says Runa.
Well, I was going to say no preference, but in certain sports, yeah, I've stopped watching football when it's men playing, so I only watch it when there's women playing now, because the men just seem like idiots. So, too many millionaires. But apart from that, no preference.
You get to see everything in front of you when you're in the back, says Prey. And, yep. At least females play fair. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Are you a fan of Back to the Future, Tom?
Yeah, I am. I've got a T-shirt that says 2015, and I wore that in October 2015. So this is the future. Where's my flying cars? Yeah, 5 years we've had since Back to the Future was the future.
Nobody.
And we still don't have flying cars.
Chicken.
True.
Anyway, yeah, that was such a good trilogy. That was honestly like one of. I am going to say that out of all the trilogies, I rank Back to the Future much higher than Star Wars. Maybe this is just me. I know Star Wars, it's grossed more at the box office, but I honestly feel like Back to the Future as a trilogy, it's just more joyful and fun somehow. Oh, it's Prey's favourite movie. There we go. Some other Back to the Future fans. Anyway, I
was listening to some music by Crispin Glover, who played George McFly in the original one. He did some look up Clowny Clown on YouTube. That's
I am
very strange.
I love That's Meant to Be a Love. I love it. It's cool.
Oh yeah.
And Runa says, I once had the honour of seeing Doc walk like 3 meters away from me. Of course, it was a Comic-Con Q&A, but still.
Lloyd.
Okay, so anyone have any more questions for Tom? And if not, then we're going to call this in a couple of minutes.
These are in order, haven't I?
Yeah. So, do we need roads where we're going? Do we need phone chargers where we're going? Do we need athletes? Tom has to decide which one of these are the most important, and second, and so forth.
Oh,
Tom, how many hours a week would you say you spend on your phone?
Too many. Maybe an hour a day.
How important are sports to society?
That is a tricky question, actually. Is it part of our striving to be better, to see what the best that we can possibly be is? Does that naturally give rise to athletics?
I was listening to
How fast can we go?
5 Games for Doomsday, where they talked about art and whether sports are art.
Yeah. I don't know.
And someone said that maybe the sport itself isn't the art, but maybe it's the watching of it that makes it art.
Except dart.
You think darts is an art in playing, or you think it's just not an art no matter what?
Man, it's fine.
Sure.
Darts is good. No.
Okay, remember this is for double points. So this is enough to mean that basically anyone could win. And except for Una, I'm sorry. But
right, I've got an answer. I've settled on it. This was a tough one. They're all
is
tough.
everyone else
Why can't they have
ready?
some easy ones? Like,
Assuming no one else has
what's
more
better,
questions, I am going to call it
Nazis?
free. Put in your answers and type them up and press enter and boo, boo, boo. 3, 2, 1. Type it up. And I'm going to say that for me, I think Tom is going to say. I think Tom is going to say that. I think Tom's going to say exactly the same order that they just came out in. Because, roads, it's not just about cars, it's about caravans and stuff. That's what I'm thinking. Runa's going with the same. Polly's thinking phone chargers are first. Prey's going with athletes in the middle. So what is correct?
Well, I must say, Prey is amazing at this.
Roads, athletes, phone chargers. Man, darn.
Yep. I think
Prey. Roads, athletes, phone chargers. So Prey gets 3 points doubled, which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, Prey is just going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, pros, athletes, phone chargers. Runa's got 2. And Tom's got 2. So I think that means.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute.
People, yeah.
Has it just been a three-way tie for second? So as far as I can tell, the scores, Runa has managed to get 14 points. And Tom, Polly, and myself are all seconds with 7. Cool.
Yeah.
There we go. And that is the game, and congratulations to Prey. I'm going to give you some large number of points. I don't know what's appropriate, so I'm going to actually check the leaderboard to see what everyone else has, if you know what I mean. So if you want, you can type ! points, and if I try doing it, I should be able to do it in. If you type in like that, because I have all the points, and I gave myself like 1 million points just so that I could do all the things, because I was wanting to check that some gifting system could actually work. But let's see.
You've been adding features.
If I go to leaderboard, we can check and see that I think Sate is still second with wow, 495. I was thinking like maybe 1,000 for winning. What do you think, Tom? Because that's, although what do you think is reasonable for winning? Like 500?
Oh, 1,000 is, yeah. I mean, 500 just seems like halfway to 1,000, but 1,000 is a definite round number.
So you think it should just be, if you win a game, you get 1,000 Bezzy bonuses?
1,000. That's a real amount, yeah.
Okay, because you know what that's going to do, though? That's going to like skew the economy, unless I actually just double the bonus for watching.
I don't know.
You know what? So I'm just going to
random numbers. You're in charge. I don't know what any of these numbers do.
Prey 4J9. This might not work because I did it in block capitals. Okay, you got 1,000 points, Prey. Congratulations. And maybe I should give 500 to the people who came second. I don't know. What do you think, Tom?
Points for everyone.
Yeah, everyone. And then, yeah, it's going to be some. Then during Christmas, it'll be like, okay, you'll get some, be able to use them for improvs or songs or stuff like, normal channel points, but I've still got to get all those systems set up. Yeah. Congratulations. The only problem with doing it for seconds as well is that, okay. And so I'm curious to know, as we wrap up, what did everyone think? What is everyone looking forward to? And yeah. So what did everyone think of the game? Would you like to play it again? Like on a double thumbs up? Nah, I don't really mind, or I definitely would not play it again. What's your opinion? I mean, for me, it's okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Sates might be upset about this, says Prey. Give points to
Kid for 5.
What people 500. 500 for seconds and 110. What do you mean 110? Oh, 100 for everyone else. And do you have a who else was? Oh yeah, I was also seconds, but I don't count. I shouldn't really count. Should you be part of the points thing, Tom? I mean, you're sometimes watching. So what's your Twitch thing, Tom?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Well, then you don't get the points.
I've got to go to Twitch right now.
And there we go. Also, I am going to increase the rate at which people watching get points. I might make it rank it up to 20. I still have until the end of the week to get it all sorted. And next weekend, just so that people know, I am still crossing my fingers. I'm going to get tested for COVID on Thursday. I don't believe I've got COVID, but just to make sure I don't, I'm going to go into a place in London where they're going to, rub things on my cheek, I understand. Oh, there's Nordlock.
That's me, yes.
Nordlock.
I thought it was, but I wasn't sure.
500. And yeah, I'm hoping that as long as I definitely don't have COVID, then I think I can go up to Scotland, and so then I will be going up and being with my family from Sunday morning. I will be continuing to stream from Glasgow, but I won't be reviewing stuff because I don't have all the stuff. I might review some other books. I might take some books with me. I might review like what I've read, what I've played that week. I might do lots of streams about just chatting. I might also do some streams. Hey, Sates, we were saying that you might be upset. I'll give you some rat. Yeah, I'm going to just increase the points, but yeah, I just wanted.
You could review the game Glasgow while you're in Glasgow.
Give her 1 point for showing up. That's almost sad. That would almost be like rubbing it in.
Pity point.
No, that's sad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, when I'm up in Glasgow, I'm probably going to be doing some performance. I might try doing some music. I'm not as good a musician as Amadeus or anyone like that, but I do like kind of improvising and playing some stuff. And I was thinking in the shower today, as I got myself ready to stream at 10 a.m. UK time, which I do every single day, and I was thinking of some lyrics, about how maybe I should start doing a short 20-minute sets like of original music. I'll see how I get on. I might be able to put together something. But
Great.
So yeah, that is basically the end of the stream. If anyone else has anything they would like to say, so Tom, is there anything that you would like to say?
What I'm looking forward, I'm actually starting to look forward to Christmas now. It's all building a bit. We're getting a few more decorations up. We ate a mince pie tonight. I'm looking forward to Christmas.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. All the Christmas trees. Tom has a tiny one. It's smaller than the sun. It's slightly larger than peas. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I'm gonna eat some cheese. Maybe turkey too. Maybe a potato or two. And I like to eat. Yep. That says
nice.
that. There might be a moderator revolt soon. Oh man, I need to talk to Alan, Chris, and Aqua. Sate's made Runa work with a bag over her head while Runa was working with a sharp knife and cardboard. Oof, that sounds dangerous. Man.
It does.
The fun of this game is the interpretation of importance based on the answers on the questions. I said I expected you to. I never asked for it. And praise, looking forward to, I guess praise looking forward to the weirdness that I might do up in Glasgow. And, oh, thank you very much. And, yep. Apparently, Runa, just for clarification, did have a big bag because it was huge. So, like, there's all sorts of Saints forcing bags over people's heads.
Right.
I mean, I'm not sure how much on board I am with all of this, to be honest. Okay, so just clicking on Loserpalooza, where if you are watching live, we are going to raid Loserpalooza in about 10 seconds. But for now, I just want to quickly say, if you want to check me out, then do check out stuffbybez.com, stuffbez.record.com, twitter.com/stuffbez, instagram.com/stuffbez, all that stuff. I'm streaming every day. To find out the next streams, look at stuffbybez.com/streams. I am chatting to an amazing streamer tomorrow, an improv musician who does loops, and we're talking about inspiration. I'm so excited about this. We're going to talk about inspiration in music in games. And for now, I just want to say thank you, everyone. You are all super amazing. I love you lots. And there is only one thing left to do, which is to say bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, 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 bye. This is the goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, bye. Oh, sorry, I'm just struggling with this raid command. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.